the batch. One is those who gave management case study exam earlier, maybe in February, maybe in May, whenever, November. Those who have given management case study exam and they are going to give a strategic case study exam because they are in the CSAP route, senior executive route, as per which the students are required to give only 2 case study exam. There is one another category of student which is FLP route, finance leadership planning route. Under FLP route, generally there are many students who are from transition rule. They were doing CIMA, they were in the strategic level, and they converted themselves into FLP route. And they are not required to give E3, P3, F3 exam, and just need to give a straight away strategic case study exam. And then there is third category of students, those who are purely just giving a strategic case study exam, chartered accountants, CMA India member, or C-suite route students, those who have 12 plus years of experience, and CIMA Institute is allowing them to go straight away for the strategic case study exam. But in this batch, particularly this batch, there is not a single student who is doing CIMA normally all 16 subjects. In every batch, there is 1 or 2 students like that. But this is one batch in which up till now, there is not a single students and who is doing CIMA gradually, certificate level, operational level, management level, strategic level. And going forward, those students will not be there. Because as the CIMA has launched the FLP route, which is applicable for 12 pass out, which is applicable for commerce graduates, then in that case, they need to give all 3 case studies, operational case study, management case study, strategic case study. So CIMA is focusing on more practical oriented approach. Obviously, those who don't have work experience and all that, they need to study the subjects, complete the assignments, then only they are eligible for the case study exam. So FLP students like Mubasir, there are many others also. Mubasir has completed the E3, P3, F3 assignments. This is not applicable for those who are from CSAP route, like Visal, like others, Karin and all that. You don't have to solve assignments of E3, P3, F3. You registered in CIMA as a senior executive route, in which there are 2 exams, management case study, strategic case study. So there is no assignment to be solved for E3, P3, F3. But FLP students need to solve, which is not any exam, but which is assignments need to be solved by the students, those who are in FLP route, then only they are eligible for exam. I don't remember exactly the last date for assignment submission. I think it is 11th May, but I cannot confirm, approx, maybe 1 or 2 days here and there. There are students, I will say earlier batches, not heard me, not followed me, and I told them that assignments need to be submitted, and they submitted the assignments for E3, P3, F3 in 7 days. There was a student, when I was saying continuously for 6 months, that assignment need to be submitted. Then he said that, sir, I didn't know that assignment need to be submitted. On 1st of May, he started fulfilling the assignments and he completed before 11th May only. So assignment solution submission is just a formality. You should not correlate your study with the assignments. In assignments, if you are doing anything wrong, there is no problem. You can do the same assignment again. But there is a guidelines, there is a time-bound period by which if you don't submit the assignment, you can't give exam for a strategic case study. So if anybody in the class or maybe doing recordings or maybe anywhere in the world in strategic level FLP route, the condition is that a student has to solve all the assignments of E3, P3, F3, then only they are eligible for strategic case study exam. Okay. So if anybody has not yet completed assignments in FLP route, finance leadership planning route, complete that in due course of time. Still ample of time is there because we are standing on 9th of April, more than 1 month. and can be completed in 7 to 10 days. So you can easily give exam. Then comes all the students are going to give SCS, strategic case study exam. Now, even now also, suppose somebody will be calling me around half an hour back, somebody called me, sir, मैं exam में नहीं दे पाऊंगा. I am busy in the office. I will take the classes. I will do some of the classes live, but I know that I cannot appear for May exam. I told him that if you don't give exam in May, then also August, the same pre-seen material. The material which I shared yesterday, which is there in the social media, you just type on Google CIMA strategy case study May, August, you will get that material. But I mean to say that even I said to that students for last 5 years that the exams are 4 times in a year. 4 times means February, May, August, November. Again he was under confusion कि August there is exam or not, November there is exam or not. So it is very essential that we come to know on the first class only what all the formalities we need to complete, how we need to study, the planning of study for the class, for your self-study, so that there will not be any confusion. Whether you give exam in May, August, November, Feb 23, May 23, whenever, anyhow you need to give exam, anyhow you need to pass. And as I discussed in the last management case study class last Saturday, everybody was saying that, sir, I am not interested in knowledge. Everybody was saying that, sir, just I want to pass the exam. इसीलिए मैं आप लोगों को पूछ ही नहीं रहा हूं. I am not asking all of you whether you want knowledge or you want the passing the exam. Because the student said that, sir, we just love to pass the exam, that's all. Knowledge वगैरह नहीं ध्यान देना है, ठीक है, no issue. So for passing the exam, you need to be very ready that what are the formalities for exam. The exams are Feb, May, August, November, end. That means in all between 22nd to 28th. February end, May end, August end, November end. That's the rule. Since 2020, the pre-seen material for 2 terms are same. For May, August, 1 pre-seen. For November, February, 1 pre-seen. Before 2020, for every term there was a separate pre-seen. For May separate, for August separate, for November separate, for February separate. So before 2020, I used to take classes for all the 4 terms because all pre-seen are separate. But since 2020 gone, 21 gone, and now 22 running. Since 2020, we are teaching live classes based on the pre-seen. Out of the 2 terms, only 1 term. We are teaching for May. For August, there will not be any live class. For management case study, for strategic case study. Again, there will be live class for November. Then for February 2023, there will not be any live class for management case study, for strategic case study. To reduce the pressure, I am taking operational case study in alternate term. Operational case study I taught for February 2022. Now in May, I am not teaching operational case study live. Operational case study live will be there in August. So to manage things, because case study teaching cannot be done with a prior knowledge. For case study, even a tutor need to study more than the students, then only the tutor can teach. So huge lot of efforts required, which is not possible to manage 3 industries, 3 case studies. As per my knowledge, मेरे लिए तो possible नहीं है. So I have made the rule operational case study alternate and management case study, strategic case study alternate. So if you are taking classes for May SCS, for August no live class. आप रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे तो भी नहीं होगा. some extra mocks will be shared. If somebody is preparing for May, not giving exam in May, then that student will be supported for August by giving extra mocks. But there will not be any classes. There will not be evaluation of mocks for August. Only for May case study evaluation will be done. For August there will not be any evaluation done either as a homework and all that. So even though if you have in your mind planning that you will not give exam in May because of any pressure or anything, and if you are targeting August, which you should be at least, then you need to study properly so that you can prepare for August very well. The reason is simple. There is no separate material, nothing for August. Whatever we are studying, whatever we are discussing for May, that is fully relevant for August exam. For November, separate classes will be there. Now, remember, as I said in the beginning, there are two types of students. Two types. One is GPAP route. GPAP means CA, CMA member. These are or and oblique or normal CIMA. Normal CIMA students. That means not a single student is there as a normal CIMA. Because nowadays there is no normal CIMA students we are getting in the batch. That is stopped the last 2-3 years back. And then another two types. This is A. And then we get B. B is CSAP and FLP students. CSAP and FLP students, CSAP those who have given management case study exam and they are going to give a strategic case study now. FLP students like Anup or anybody, those who got the exemptions for E3, P3, F3, Mubasir also, and they will be giving a strategic case study exam straight away. For these students, for CSAP, support for 1.5 years, because I assume if the student don't clear exam in 1.5 years, they will leave CIMA. For FLP students, support 1 year. Support 1 year. Because FLP students are not allowed to give exam after 1 year. If you registered in FLP route, say on today, say 9th of April 2022, you have to clear your exams of one single exam, a strategic case study, by 9th April 2023. If you don't clear, then the institute will charge entire fees again. CIMA Institute. They are charging presently in place of £1,995. They are charging 30% discounted price around £1,400. So 1,40,000. So if the student, FLP student, don't complete in 1 year, they need to pay 1,40,000 again. And maybe they will stop discount because that is not a rule. Presently they are offering 30% discount for existing student. But if they will make that discount is removed, so you need to pay entire 2 lakh after 9th April 2023 if you want to give a strategic case study exam. Because in FLP route there is no separate exam fees. The exam fees is included in the value. So I understand that a student of FLP route will not be doing CIMA if they don't complete in 1 year because they are not interested in wasting their money. As far as CSAP students, the CSAP students are getting, there is no foundation on them. They can complete in 5 years. But every year they go on paying annual subscription to the institute. Normally my experience says that CSAP is running for 1.5 years. If the students are not completing in 1.5 years, they are leaving the course. So I am giving, you can say, full support. There is no charges, nothing. You can go on doing the classes and everything, no issue. But for these students, only for the term. For the term means May, August 2022. You have to give exam in May or by August, by anyhow. If by any reason you are not giving August exam also, then in that case for November, if you want to join the classes, we will charge 50% fees. Why? Because there is a separate case study, totally different thing, new efforts required, then the charges are separate. But for these students, there is no extra charges. They don't have to take tension. Because anyhow FLP route 1 year validity, I am giving 1 year. CSEP route, if the student don't complete in 1.5 years, they will leave the course. Those who have completed, say, CIMA, MCS in second attempt, they are very well placed to pass the exam, strategic case study in one go. Maybe Arindam, maybe anybody. Anybody who has cleared management case study in 2 terms, don't take tension. You are very well placed to clear strategic case study exam just in May only. But you need to study. If you don't study, you can't pass. And GPAP students, that is CA, CMA member or any student joined only for strategic case study, they will be getting support for May and August 2022 only. Now, the case study exam is based on pre-seen material. Pre-seen material for May, August, released yesterday, that is yesterday, that is 8th April 2022. Around 50 days before exam. Exactly not 50 days, maybe around 45 to 55 days gap. Strategic case study result of February exam is not yet released. The result of February case study exam will be releasing on coming Thursday. So still, those who gave exam in February, their results are not out. That is going to be released on coming Thursday. They release the result on every Thursday. Last Thursday, they released the result of management case study. Previous Thursday, they released the result of operational case study. And coming Thursday, they are going to release the results of a strategic case study, those who gave exam in February. I mean to say that the pre-seen material is available yesterday. If you ask me, normally, 100%, I'm not saying, it's my experience of last 2015 onward 7 years. 100% students study properly once the pre-seen is released. Pre-seen is released. You all are regularly mailing us, sir, I have not done the recording, this, that. Vishal was saying, Saurabh mailed, and सब कोई का यही कहानी है. कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि somebody is at a different league. I will say that in your batch, only Kareem और एक और सौरभ है. I don't know Saurabh or somebody. Saurabh have done some study. कुछ इन्होंने पढ़ाई की है, बट वो भी विदाउट प्री-सीन उतना मायने रखता नहीं. Without pre-seen, that is not so much relevant. Whether it is Saurabh, you or somebody else, don't worry. जहां तक मेरे communication में आप लोग सबको ही हैं, I have seen that Kareem and Saurabh has done some study relating to strategic case study. But there is no problem if somebody will start from now. But from now, if you don't start, then you should be ready. Either you will not give exam in May, or you will give exam, you cannot pass. आपको ये ध्यान रखना है कि अब अगर if you don't start study in a proper structured way, you can't pass the exam. You can't give the exam. And if it is a problem in May, it will be a problem in August, November, every term. Because that becomes an habit. Anybody who already faced the problem in management case study, don't repeat that. Study from the first day as per the guidance. Whatever I will say, then the problems will not be there. I know that because मेरे को पता है कि यार how you will be go on giving the exam. लेकिन फिर भी सोहेल, just when you are chatting, chat to everyone. Everybody, when you are chatting, in the chat box below, there is 2. Beside 2, there is a drop down arrow. Select the drop down arrow. Click everyone in the meeting and then chat, so that we all are on the same page. Second thing, whenever the class is running, always keep yourself in the mute mode. If you want to say anything, you can unmute. But if you keep yourself in the mute mode, then the voice clarity of the recording classes will be very good. So for that reason, it's a request. Students should keep them mute mode. So even though Kareen and Saurav have done some study, I will not say that it is totally irrelevant. But uska importance utna zyada nahi. Importance is there now. So how we are going to study, how I will teach you, and how you will cover the syllabus. Okay? First of all, as I always say, the planner. This planner is uploaded on the Google Drive. This planner, today is the date, which is 9th April 2022. You will be making the date-wise schedule. Now, you can arrange the schedule as per your knowledge. But आपको ये सोचना है, what is my target for every day? As far as today, the target is do the class. अगर कोई भी commitment है, उसको भूल जाइए. If there is any other commitment, give priority to the live class. चाहे कुछ भी हो रहा हो, I am saying whatever happening, but do the class anyhow, live class. The feeling will be much better. Sunday, read pre-scene and relevant videos. I am just making hypothetical write-up. मैं ऐसा ही सोच, every person need to make their own strategy. Then some SBL or SCS old videos which are related with E3, P3, F3. Again, you can say some videos and some notes on pre-scene. Again, next day, फिर आप आगे जाओगे. ऐसे करके पूरा रूटीन होना चाहिए. Suppose Thursday, mock questions on part A. There are A, B, C, D, E, 5 core areas. So relating to core area A, you will be solving some questions. Core area A. Then you will be solving core area A. Core area A. Then you will be solving say core area B. या A का बाकी रहेगा, उसको फिर कंप्लीट करेंगे. That way you need to make your routine. How you will be able to make your routine? The way I am going to complete the classes, the way we are going to discuss in the classes accordingly. We are coming. I am saying everything, don't worry. So what I will do today, from 2 to 5, we are going to understand exam pattern and pre-scene. From 5 to 8 pre-scene. My target is to complete the discuss in basic manner the pre-scene discussion, which we are doing on 9th April 2022. Then on 14th April, by 14th April, maybe Wednesday also, I will try my level best. By 14th April, will be giving you some write-up, on pre-seen financial analysis, some write-up on business model, and I will say core area A and B, some homework. Then we will be meeting 23rd. You all will be completing. You all will be completing your study for core area A and B by 23rd April. On 23rd April 2020, we will discuss core area A, B and C. A and B, which is given as a homework, further discussing all the areas, and start discussing C. Then 23rd to 7th or 6th, whatever, I don't remember what is the Saturday, 7th May. Study core area C and D. If possible, E also. What you will study in each core area, I am coming. 23rd to 7th, coming 15 days, your target is to complete core area C, D, E. So on 7th or maybe 6th, I don't remember the Saturday, 7th May, we will discuss in the class C, D, E. This core area we will discuss. We will be discussing some of the C in 23rd also, but every discussion will not be possible. So we will be doing further discussion on C, D, E also. Then comes 7th to what I should say 15th. Do some mocks, just like exam standard. I will say at least 2 mocks. At least 2 mocks. Then, I don't remember again the date. Maybe it is 13 or 20th, maybe around 20th. We will have mock test in the class. We will be having mock test in the class and doubts. Wherever, whatever anybody doubts, discussion, we will be having. Then comes between 28th to 25th or 26th, whenever is the exam, we don't remember exact dates, do further 1 to 2 mocks, and which is exam standard, exactly exam standard. Revise whatever you have studied and give exam. Give exam. Whenever is the exam date, you will be appearing for the exam. Exam is home based. You can give exam by remote basis sitting in home, or you can give exam in exam center. Advisable to give exam in exam center. Every term till that, since the corona started in 2020, 2021, 2 years are over. When the student give exam from home, generally around 10 to 20% student complain that, sir, when I was giving exam by sitting in home, Then I was not able to type, this was not opening, the invigilator was not helping me and all that. Your money is not lost. If you are not able to give exam properly, they will adjust that. You can give exam again without money, without paying any exam fees. But then time is lost. If you are giving an exam center, internet, every responsibility is of the exam center. In exam center, some of the students complain that, sir, keyboard is not good. But you understand that if you are using a particular, I will say, calculator, if you use another calculator you don't like because you have a feeling pressing the button and all that. So when you are using a particular keyboard regularly, when you use that keyboard, your comfort level will be much better. But in the exam hall, whichever keyboard is given to you, maybe the best company, you will not like that. That's normal human beings. So that problem is there. But then if there is any issue happen in the exam center, it is the responsibility of the exam center of the institute. I have normally not received any complaint from the students that generally they faced a problem in the exam center. And now the corona problem is not there. So why not to give exam from exam center only? If still you want to give exam from home, you can. Nobody is stopping you. But my advice is to give exam from exam center. Now, since so many days, even though if somebody joined 2 days, 3 days back, I am continuously mailing to all of you again and again the same thing. And still I am receiving this, that and all that. Suppose Bhupendra, because Bhupendra passed management case study just 2 days back, Thursday. So he was given the detail relating to the case study materials and everything. What are the mails I have given him? 8th April, 7th April, again and again you can see. 8th April, watch mail given. Actually, since I didn't know that whether he is in management case study, so that mail was also given to him. Now he is removed from the management case study. I have given him, or everybody of you, yesterday there is a mail which is about the pre-seen material released by the CIMA Institute and some relevant videos which is according to me very important. Some of the videos are talking about the industry, the benefit, the valuations, and some of the videos are talking about problems of the industry. Because since it is a practical oriented exam, bookish knowledge, technical knowledge are not relevant in exam. So for that reason, videos to be referred. You can do your research, no problem, but don't do research for 10 days, not allowed. Some research you should be doing. Then I gave you the link of this first class, which you all are there. Then I gave you the link CIMA SCS recorded classes. I think every student has been given this mail at least 7-8 times. If you are doing the old batch classes, then the order of the classes, in which order you should be doing. Then recently I gave some E2P, E2P2 this also. Extra videos on E2P2. According to me, not required. But since somebody is requesting, sir, we are doing only P3, E3, not E2P2, at P3, E3. If somebody is doing that, I have given P3, E3 videos. Not required. But still if somebody is requesting कि मेरे को P3, E3 का भी videos करना है, भाई कर, कोई बात नहीं है. Because whether, like Mubasir, you attended F3 classes. When we will be studying case study, the F3 classes relevance in the case study exam is only 5%. For knowledge purpose, it's a secondary thing. But for exam purpose, whatever you studied in F3, financial strategy, for case study exam, it is only 5% relevant. Similar is the case with P3 and E3. So I always say that the students should be doing these classes, which is most important, that not focusing on E3 or P3 or F3. They should be focusing on basic understanding of the entire E3, P3, F3, which I say to all of you, regularly give the videos and all that. These are the recorded classes which Kareen and Saraf, some of the portions they have studied. Whether they have completed fully or not doesn't matter, but they have studied. Now, when you all get the material, the Google Drive link, then in the Google Drive link, this is a material which I prepared named as class slides for each case study classes. The last case study classes was November and February, then the class slide material. This class, This class slide material, I write core area A, what is as per the institute, as per general, our common language, what they are covering, then some of the videos relating to that. Then core area B, in core area B some video, in core area C some video, in core area D some video, in core area E some video. What I said here in a planner, that you will be doing videos. What I mentioned, SBL, SCS video, SBL, SCS, which videos? Which videos I am talking? I am talking about these 14 classes. If you want to be technically, which is required in the exam, 15 to 20%, you want that you should be technically better in the exam as compared to others, or to feel confident in the exam, these 13, 14 videos are must. So if you have not completed these videos up till today, no issue. You have to complete now in coming 14 days. Maybe you can take a window of 20 days. Today we are standing on 9th of April. So you need to complete these videos by 30th of April. Is महीना के end तक, by the end of this month, these videos has to be completed by everybody. If you want to give exam in May or August or later, whatever, आपको ये वीडियो कंप्लीट करना अनिवार्य है, जरूरी है, मस्ट है, कंपल्सन है. If you don't complete these videos, you will always face problem in writing your thinking process, in bringing practicality and all that. आपको हर समय problem रहेगा. These videos are must for giving strategic case study exam. Along with that, if you want to cover these videos, ये जो videos है, ये when you will suppose I have covered in core area A, then in core area A I have covered present value, future value, time value of money. Suppose somebody has done very well, but if you do these videos, they are not directly relevant for strategic case study. Maybe relevancy is there mainly for management case study. But फिर भी अगर ये भी करेंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा. This is total part ABCD, total 3 hours video. PV calculation 2 hours, 5 hours. This one video of approximately 3 hours. Then this here 2 videos, most probably around 3 to 4 hours. मतलब आप सबको लेंगे around 20 hours. So what I mean to say that every student, along with these videos, which are, forget about November case study video, because that case study was totally different. This case study is different. So forget, just that the do ACCA SBL video, 14, 13 classes should be covered fully. And as a precautions, at a better management, ABCDE, all the short videos which are given should be completed. If you are regularly studying for 2 hours, as I said, those SCS videos, these SCS videos of around 40 hours. And if you consider these videos of core area ABC, they are not more than 20 hours. Total 60-hour video. 60-hour video we can cover every day. Say around 2 hours study in 30 days. तो मान लीजिए आपका 7th of April तक खत्म हो जाएगा. You are bound to complete that. If some of the videos you are finding very easy, not required, you can speed the recording. आप उसको speed कर दीजिए. Speed करने से it can be completed a 2 hours class, because normally these videos are not of 3 hours. They are normally of around 2.5 hours, because theory, if we study theory for a longer time, we don't enjoy. So these videos are not of 3 hours, 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 10 minutes like that. So 13 classes will be coming around 30 hours only. And these videos are also maximum 20 hours. You will be able to complete by the end of this month. Along with that, whatever homework I will be giving, that homework you are bound to answer. If anybody is not answering the homework, that student guarantee cannot pass. If you don't submit the homework, you can't pass. You can't submit the homework whenever you like, because if there are 30 students in the batch, and suppose I have given 5 questions as a homework, when I will check each copy, then I will check first question answer for all the students together. It will save my time. If I will check each individual student copy separately, it takes huge lot of time. Even I do like that, then also in every copy, every write-up by the student, I take around 1.5 hours, 2 hours to check each individual write-up. So for that reason, if you submit, suppose I have given the deadline today and you are submitting tomorrow, I cannot check. Not that I am not interested in checking, but I don't have time. Because management case study, around 30 students. If I will say that out of 30, 20 are good, submitting the answers. Strategy case study, out of 30, around 20 are good. So 20, 40 students, regular answer checking is a huge lot of time involvement. So for that reason, it is not possible that you will submit later and I will check. You cannot request me. That's a request from my side. आप अगर बोलोगे भी तो मेरे पास bandwidth नहीं है. Otherwise, why I will not be teaching operational case study also? You understand? Because I will not be giving justice to the students when I will be taking so much extra efforts. तो उससे फायदा नहीं होएगा. The efficiency will not come. The second thing, as I said, the pre-seen material based classes can be conducted once the pre-seen is out. Before yesterday evening, the pre-seen was not there. So we can't start study based on pre-seen in the CIMA case study classes. So if it will be for November, the classes will be starting around beginning of October only. Not before that. Because the pre-seen material will be released by the CIMA Institute 7th, 8th or 9th October, I don't remember. It is written on the website. So once the pre-seen material is there, then only we can start our classes. And as far as my experience says that, normally in strategic case study, the pass percentage 90% times greater than 70%. In my case, 90% time greater than 70%. Sometimes out of 4 or 5 exams, कोई एग्जाम में पास परसेंटेज इज 50-60% और 60% से नीचे कभी जाता ही नहीं. So if there are 30 students, assume 20 students giving exam, 20 में से minimum 15 student will pass the exam. Minimum 15. That success rate we are regularly getting in every term by term. That means I can say that it's a success formula. That when we are following that, then students are और जो नहीं पास होते हैं वो ऐसा नहीं है कि एग्जाम they are not clearing, they are coming knowing on the day of exam. Bad luck happens out of 21 students. But the balance 4 students, if they are not passing, they already know. They have not solved any single assignment in the class, not attended the class, just given the exam. How they will pass? So those who are putting efforts, everybody is passing the exam. Every single student. So अब क्वेश्चन ये नहीं आता है कि is this time is sufficient? Because if you say that this time is not sufficient, then to November also not sufficient. Because that time also you will start study in the beginning of October only. That's the normal study time required for passing the case study exam. तो आपको कोई कम समय नहीं मिल रहा है. आपको एकदम भरपूर प्रॉपर टाइम मिल रहा है कि आप इतने दिनों में इजीली कंप्लीट कर सके. I will say that in these 50 days, on an average, we need to study 2 hours daily. So total is coming 100 hours. Out of this, 25 to 30 hours is live class. उसमें से ये live class 25, because normally whenever not this first class, but when we will be taking classes in the subsequent Saturday, you will find that कि class 8 बजे खत्म नहीं हो रहा है. 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30 चलती रहता है. In my case, always there is a routine to start the class. Fixed time. But there is no ending time. Till the time everybody's doubts, any individual doubts are not cleared. Because अगर विशाल का डाउट है, अमित का डाउट है, दूसरे का नहीं है, वो तो पूछेंगे ना. Why it is concerned that others don't have doubts? When anybody will have doubt, the class will continue. तो आपको ऐसा सोचना है, सैटरडे मेरे नाम लिख देना है. सैटरडे तेरे नाम प्रकाश सराफ एकेडमी के नाम लिख देना है. नहीं लिखोगे तो गड़बड़ होएगा. 3-4 सैटरडे, 5-6 सैटरडे, don't enjoy. After giving the exam, after strategic case study, enjoy fully. Why we are keeping Saturday? You all are free. That's the only reason. Because you all are busy than me. So if I will not keep the classes at that time when you all are free, there is no point conducting the live classes. मेरे को भी कोई इतना मजा नहीं आ रहा है कि मैं पूरा सैटरडे 2 बजे से लेकर 8:30, 9 o'clock वेस्ट कर रहा हूं. Because that is the time where the students are free, they will be able to manage. If somebody cannot manage on Saturday, then they cannot manage on any other day. When I started the classes on Saturday, the presence in the live class is very high. But when I used to do earlier the classes in the evening, say Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday, in the evening 8 o'clock, the presence were lower. So I made this rule from 2020 onwards that classes will be on Saturday so that nobody can raise question of is this that. किसी का फ्राइडे सैटरडे हॉलीडे होता है, किसी का सैटरडे संडे, किसी का सैटरडे हाफ एवरीबडी इज देयर. नहीं भी है तो आप मैनेज कर सकते हैं. ऑन सैटरडे यू कैन मैनेज ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. इसीलिए वी आर कीपिंग सैटरडे क्लासेस. So 25 to 30 hours live class and 70 hours your self study. अगर आप ये मैनेज करते हो, I am giving guarantee I will make you pass. Every batch student go on saying, sir, मेरे को केवल पास होना है. And student when score 90, 95, they say that sir और थोड़ा बेसी आना चाहिए था. Good, because दिल मांगे more. Always everybody never satisfied with whatever we get. But student pass the exam when they follow the instructions. Now, the pre-seen material is around 25 to 30 pages material, which is on a industry, on a hypothetical company in that industry, company business model, what are the products they are offering in the industry, domestic, international, then their financials, their corporate governance, executive, non-executive directors, their risk in the business, then newspaper articles, what news are going, competitor analysis, competitor details, and some other information. That is called the pre-seen material, which is released 50 days approximately before the exam. Student need to be thorough with the pre-seen and need to think that they are senior finance manager of the company. In every strategic case study, you are actually the senior finance manager of the company. And you need to help to board members. Help board members in taking strategic decisions. You are a senior finance manager of the company. In every case study, in every strategic case study, your position is fixed. Senior finance manager. And you are going to help the board members in taking right strategic decisions. Whenever we see strategic decisions are always long term. They are not going to affect the company only 1 or 2 days. They are going to affect the company for years. How you can help the board members in taking right strategic decisions that they are teaching. Because they are thinking that the CIMA qualified members are having work experience 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 12 years. They have already other professional qualification. They have completed this. So what is missing in them? That how they can grow in the ladder, how they can work at senior level in the organization, how they can become a CEO, CFO of the organization, how they will be able to think along those lines. That they want to bring the thought process, which does not involve a calculation, calculator and all that. Thinking process, practical thinking process they want to develop, and that is tested in the exam. So even though if somebody is very thorough with P3, E3, F3, the exam is going to test your theoretical knowledge, your E3, P3, F3, technical knowledge very less. In management level, the technical knowledge are tested 40%. In operational case study, the technical knowledge are tested around 50-60%. But in strategic case study, the technical bookish knowledge is tested only maximum 20%. So whatever questions will come, you will never find any answer anywhere written. You need to be very practical oriented in your approach, and there are so many things will be coming in exam which you need to think at that moment only. But that thinking need to be developed with the classes, with doing mock questions, with discussing about an area. It is not that in case study I am the only knowledgeable persons, because you all are working experience, working for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years in the organization. Then you may be in many cases better than me. So you need to help me, you need to help the entire class in developing that thinking process. कोई right wrong कुछ नहीं है. Any question, the answer can be written in different ways. Different logics can be given. You have a certain logic, I have a different logic. I am also correct, you also correct. So there is no wrong or right answer. When the institute published the model answers, on the top of the model answer they say, they are not accepting any challenge for any answer from anybody in the world. They are saying, if the answer, your answer is not matching with the model answer, but the justification is there in your answer, you will be getting marks in the exam. You will be passing the exam. So it is purely practical exam, does not require any technical knowledge. What is required in E3, P3, F3? Anyhow, I will cover in the classes in coming 25-30 hours classes, but still, if somewhere any confusion arises, we do those recordings which I said, then the problems will not be there, zero problem. So student need to be thorough with the pre-scene. I say that they need to read properly pre-scene at least 3 times, kam se kam. First time pure essay type reading, 25 pages completed in 1 hour. Second time slow reading. So second time you are reading the pre-scene material in 2 hours and you are focusing on different areas. Third time, even you are taking more time to complete the reading of the pre-scene. And third time you will be making your notes. On first page, this is. On second page, this is. On third page, this is. And by reading, you need to correlate the figures which are there in the money, financial statement, PL account, balance sheet, whatever figures are given. You need to, not I am saying you need to remember the figures, but then generally, if you will be able to properly correlate the figures, then you will be able to write a better answer. Because all the answers are dependent on what you are preparing on the basis of the pre-scene material. The pre-scene material will be available in the exam. The pre-scene material will be available in the exam during entire 3 hours. Entire 3 hours in a separate tab. Separate tab. Just for example, all the materials which I am using in the class, you will be getting those materials after the class as a separate mail. That will be uploaded in Google Drive, everything. Don't worry. This is not the current pre-scene. This is last May, August 2021 pre-scene. Okay. This is the pre-scene material. When you will be in the exam hall, this is the first screen you will be getting. Whether you are giving exam sitting in home, whether you are giving exam in exam center, this is the first screen. Welcome, candidate name. Your name, spelling and all that should be fully correct. Then only you should be proceeding forward. If not, then you need to complain to the invigilator. Then click next. When you click next, they will be showing 3 questions. First section, 60 minutes. Second section, 60 minutes. Third section, 60 minutes. In one section, there can be A, B, C, A, B, C, D, A, B. At least 2 requirements will always be there. Generally, it is all the 3 sections, 2 requirements each. But in many questions, 3-4 requirements are also there. Then suppose when you click next, this is a PDF file. When you click next on your screen, you will be going here. This is just saying the first section. And on the top, the time is started. 57, 58, 30. Once you go in this screen, it will start 60, 59.59, 58, 57 and all that. Once 60 minutes finish, this will be submitted. What is that? You can see pre-scene. If you click, if I will click here, it is not coming because it is PDF file. It is just giving you a feeling that the pre-scene material always you can see in the exam hall by clicking the pre-scene. Reference material, based on this, there is some reference material. You click, you will get. Here the reference material is given in the next page. So when I am in the exam hall and I am in this page, my 60 minutes starts. I will be reading this from this finance manager to the senior finance manager. There is some capital city, hello, this, that. There are 2 requirements. And this, what I should say, the reference material. And then when I will click next, I will be getting the answer sheet where I can type the answer. The basic window features are there. All the window features are not there, not required. The basic window features are there. And even in exam, nobody is using these features. Just we are only getting time to type. Because the time pressure is always there. And we need to complete our typing. We need to complete all part A, B questions within 60 minutes. I generally say that around 10 to 12 minutes we use in reading the unseen, planning the answer. Sometime what happens that the reference material are 2, not only 1. Here the reference material is only 1 page. One is the mail received from somebody, from a director, from a CFO, from anybody. And the second is reference material. Many times in exams, there will be 1 more page of reference material, double reference material. So it is, we cannot make a fixed thumb rule, but we generally say that around 10 to 12 minutes, you are not writing anything. You are reading the unseen, you are reading the reference material, you are reading the requirement, you are planning the answers. While planning the answers, if you are thinking some point you want to write and all that, then in that case, you need to start typing here, which is, I am not able to type because this is a PDF. You will start typing here. Suppose there is a question on valuation, asset-based valuation, then earnings-based valuation, earning-based valuation, maybe cash flow-based valuations. This is rough working. This is not that I will be getting any marks. But when I am thinking, I want to write my points while I am thinking so that I can elaborate them later. So generally, even though you are a very, very good student, then also 10 to 12 minutes will be gone without any writing. So out of 60 minutes, say average 12 minutes gone. 48 minutes left. 48 minutes left. 48 minutes left to type. Because exam is computer based, type. Average speed of typing recommended by CIMA 15 to 20 words per minute. This is recommended by CIMA. I am not recommending. They are saying. Normally, if you say, suppose I cannot Remember where the keyboard buttons are. I need to see always E, R, T. I can't type because my habit. But मैं भी अगर type करूँगा तो 20 word easily type हो जाता है. When I start typing, then 20 words I can type in 1 minute by looking at the keyboard. It is not an exam where you need to become typist. But if you can type faster, it is better. You will be able to write more. You will be able to give better explanations. So try to work on your speed. How? अब आप typist मत बनिएगा. Whenever you are studying anything, suppose today you have studied a 2 hours video. After that, give 10 minutes to type something on Word file. Word file always make font size 11 because in exam you cannot change the font size. Here the font size, there is nothing where you can change font size. Everybody will have the fixed font size which they will type. You can't make it 13, 14, 9 and all that. But in normal window, font size can be changed. You always keep this 11 because in exam hall, this font size is 11 only. The computer automatically take 11 font size. So you will be typing 11 font size में. Whatever you studied in a day, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, make a point that you will be typing 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you have studied. As a general write-up, this will automatically increase your typing speed. If you will be doing work on this from the first day, automatically in 50 days you will be able to improve. Normally, as per my understanding, since you all are working, you all must have habit of typing on the screen. But just that in the exam hall, you will be doing it first time. That you should not be practicing only on 25th of May. Not allowed. You need to regularly, don't take any printout, don't use any copy pen. Always when you study on screen, the study should be done. Automatically, you will find the difference that you are able to complete your good understandable write-up in a proper time. And regularly, I will be giving assignments in the class. So you will be submitting the answers. That also involve typing. So automatically, the things will improve. There is nothing extra to be done for this. Just that and habit that we need to type on a screen only. When we will be typing the answers. Now the institute suppose one of the model answer. This is model answer. These answers have been provided. These answers have been provided by CIMA for information purposes only. The answers create an indicative of a reason that could be given by a good candidate. They are not to be considered exhaustive. That means it is not the final answer. Other relevant points may be possible. And other appropriate relevant response would receive credit. CIMA will not accept challenge to these answers on the basis of academic judgments. Somebody will say that CIMA Institute has written wrong, I am correct. This is not something 2 + 2 4. There is a different logic in everybody's saying. Now when the answer is written, they have mentioned requirement 1, scenario planning. You will not mention, like in the question we see A, don't write A, B, C. You write section 1, requirement 1. Requirement 1 is scenario planning, you start writing. They have not put any Roman 1, Roman 2, A, B, C, D, bullet points, nothing. One paragraph, another paragraph, then the requirement 2, which is you can say 40%, 60%, one paragraph, another paragraph, another paragraph. There may be in third variant 3 requirements. There is currency volatility, 1 paragraph, 2 paragraph, 3 paragraph, 4 paragraphs. If you see all the answers in last 7 years, the institute follow the same guidelines. The answers should be written in paragraph structure. Not Roman 1, Roman 2, A, B, C, D. If you want to give this number, 1 number, paragraph, okay, chalega. But you can't write 1 number, 1 line, 2 number, 2nd line, 3 number, 4th line, A 1 line, B 2nd line, C 3rd line. They will not give any marks. You need to explain your thought process, what you want to convey in this paragraph. Every paragraph should be focusing on different area. Scenario planning. Scenario means a company is doing a project. And in the project, the outcome may be very good, may be very bad, may be average. It can be anything. That is called different scenario you forecast, and accordingly you will prepare yourself for that scenario. Obviously, there are what is the project and all that must be given in the question. But then one scenario, 1 paragraph, 2nd paragraph, in 2 paragraphs they have finished. Normally, we generally advise you should be writing many paragraphs, at least 3-4 paragraphs. In paragraph, use very simple sentences. It's not a question of English exam. It's not a question that you can write good English, you will be getting extra marks. If there is a spelling mistake here, the spelling mistake will not be possible. Spelling mistake will not be possible. When you will be typing, there is no spell check. Whether you are writing wrong grammar, wrong spelling, it will be taken like that only. You can't rectify. But the examiners are saying that. The examiners are saying that there is no deduction of marks because of wrong in the spelling or grammar. They have said, this is institute write-up. The candidates had made some errors in spelling and grammar. The examiners have made it clear that candidates will not be penalized for this. The key element the examiner looking for your ability to address the requirements of the task, what is asked in the question, and communicate them effectively within a time-constrained environment. Therefore, you will not earn marks unless the examiner can understand what you are typing. Communication is not your natural strength, then work on it. That you write something, somebody will read, like I am your communicator. When you write, always submit the answers, whatever I will be giving, then I will be checking your communication. Number of sentences in a paragraph, no rule as such. I will say that suppose I want to cover in, what I should say, suppose I want to cover in this paragraph the strategic benefit of e-businesses. The strategy, because our case study is purely e-business only. The strategic benefit of e-business, you want to cover in different paragraph. E-businesses, you can target the whole world. You can target any person from any locality and all that. If you can explain this in 3-4 sentences, okay. If you can explain this in 5-6 sentences, okay. If you can explain this in 3 sentences, okay. There is nothing. There is no rule as such that what should be the length of the paragraph, number of sentences. It's upon us. When you all will be writing the answer, not a single student answer will be same. Not a single student answer will be same, comma, full stop, paragraphs and all. Everybody has his own style. It is not an exam where we can say that I will be checking your answer based on model answer. If you have not written this, then in that case, I will not be giving you marks. ऐसा कुछ नहीं. Because ये answer आपका है, मेरा अलग है, किसी और का अलग है. Everybody has his own style of writing. The marks are not dependent on style. The marks are dependent on 2 things. Are you writing the answer for the question? What is asked in the question? Are you presenting your thought process in paragraph structure? That's all. How much will be the length of the paragraph, the number of sentences in the paragraph? There is no rule. There is no as such. When you all write the answer like Arindam, when you have given MCS classes, then I always said that where you are lagging behind, what you need to improve, where you can improve. Definitely that we need to maintain. If anybody will say that, sir, this is their model answer. Okay. Suppose this is one model answer they have written. ये उन्होंने लिखा है. I can guarantee you read 10 times, then also you cannot write exactly what they have written. Because this is not written in 60 minutes. This is not written by one person. This is written by a combination of faculties, 10, 12 persons. This is written in months. So how can you compare your answer with this? This is model answer. But when you read this and you compare your answer, you can think of improvement. Not that you will be demotivating yourself by looking at the model answers. That is not the logic. You need to compare with the model answers, improve your work areas, improve your thinking process. That we need to work around. But not that we can bring the answers just like model answer type. So I will say that very important part, answer styling. According to me, most important, paragraph structure. Whether you name the paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, वो आपकी मर्जी है. Paragraph structure, short sentences so that grammar, English will not be a mistake. आपका वो सब गड़बड़ी ना हो. Then what I will say, as per the requirement of the question. And I will say, as I said, around 15 to 20 words per minute. So if we say we are getting a time we are getting a time of 45 to 48 minutes in typing. How many words it should be giving? Say we are taking 45 into 20. 45 into 20, 900 words. 900 words answer in 60 minutes. In 60 minutes, you need to type 900 words. I have seen one line is around 15 to 20 words. आप जब type करोगे तो आपको दिखेगा. Here you are not getting 50 because this I am using 16 font size. If you type in 11 font size, you can test any time. You will find that in one line you are able to type 15 to 20 words. So approximately if I will consider 15 words, 900 divided by 15, how many lines? In paragraphs, how many lines? 900 divided by 15. How many lines? 60 lines. We can say around 60 lines. यानी कि length of the answer will be around 60 to 70 lines. If you are writing 55, chalega. But if you are writing 50 lines, less. If you are able to type more than 70 lines, well, very good. But the institute is not focusing on length of your answer. They have written. The examiner, the length of your answer will vary depending on various aspects, but remember, the examiner is looking for quality rather than the quantity. A long answer does not necessarily equate to a better answer. However, if your answer is very brief, too brief, you may not be providing enough detail for examiner to give you proper marks. So it is not that the length of the answer is going to affect your marks. But agar bahut short hai, to then it is going to definitely affect your marks. So you need to always, whenever you will be doing any homework, always try to follow that. You will be writing for each answer around 60 to 70 lines speed. Whenever you are typing something, see that in a watch, suppose you have typed for 10 minutes. Are you able to type in 10 minutes 15 lines? 10 to 15 lines, are you able to type? Good. If not, you need to improve your speed. Automatically it will improve. When you know the things, you will be able to type faster. But if you don't know the things, you are go on thinking, then in that case, the typing speed reduces. Normally, when we start writing an answer, we don't get every point. Some of the points are ready, we start writing. Later on, when we start typing, automatically we get extra points. That happens with every student. So that we can say that answer planning. Once the 60 minute is over, suppose this is the paper, the first stage 60 minutes, there is 3 requirements. All need to be written answers in 60 minutes in total. 60 minutes khatam. Whatever you have typed, submitted. Whatever you have typed up till 60 minutes, reading, planning, writing, typing, everything. 60 minutes over, automatically submitted. You are forced in the second question. You can't go back. If suppose you have completed your first portion in 50 minutes, 10 minutes is still left, but you have submitted this. Now the second one cannot use the last one 10 minutes. The previous question you took 50 minutes only, 10 minutes is still left. You can't use that 10 minutes in the second requirement, second section. That means there is no point submitting the answers earlier. Normally, not a single student says that, sir, I have completed any answer in less than 60 minutes. I'm just saying as a hypothetical thing. But even though if you are completing in 50, 55 minutes, go on revising the stuff, do more writing, enjoy your 60 minutes and then go into the second one. So if you are in the second one, you cannot go to the third one. If you are in the third one, you cannot go back. It's one question each, one section each, and 60 minutes allowed in the exam. 160, 260, 360, 3 questions. That's fixed. Here 3 requirements, 2 requirement 3. In one variant it was 2, 2, 2. So different question paper, different requirements. So we are saying that based on a pre-scene, we will have 6 to 7 question paper. Like this seat which is shared by CIMA Institute only. There is variant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 variants are there. Variants means 6 set of question papers based on the same pre-scene material. Maybe 7 also, maybe 8 also. Because nowadays they are preparing more and more papers. Why? Because students all over the world connect with each other on social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, this, that. And then they are sharing what question came and all that. The institute says that, share. Let's see how you can help each other. Even institute is also very active on social media. If there is any unethical activity on a group, that group will be cancelled. But still I will say that they are preparing many unseen mock papers, question papers, so that generally the student will not be able to get benefit from each other. That they have already made the rule. Now, all variants are not of the same standard. Like here, it is said that there are 6 variants. Maybe 1 and 2 is very difficult. Maybe 3 and 4 is very easy. And maybe 5 and 6 is mediocre. Now when the student will be giving exam, Pramod, Arindam, Ajay, Amit, Amanta, Lakshmi, anybody who will be giving, which variant you will get, nobody knows. It's a luck. When I am giving exam and I am sitting on the screen, any variant will open. If it is variant 1 and 2, which is very difficult, then my passing marks will be lower. If it is variant 3 and 4, which is very easy, then my passing marks will be higher. If it is variant 5 and 6, which is mediocre, then the passing marks is different. We are saying that institute follow weighted average passing marks. Weighted average passing mark means what? Difficult variant, maybe 110% is the weight. I'm just hypothetically saying. Easy, maybe 90%. Normal, maybe 100%. This is just hypothetical. They have never said, never communicated to me or to anybody that for which variant, what weight they have applied. It is just hypothetically I am saying. That it may be. So if a student is getting a difficult variant, the student don't need to take tension. The student marks will be multiplied by 105%, 110%. If the student is getting an easy variant, the student need not dance because he need to score higher marks to pass the exam. So based on the difficulty level of the variant, these weights are decided. So when your copy checked by the examiner, then the software automatically multiply with a weight. In the software that is fixed, that this will be the weighted given to this variant. And then the weighted average marks of the student will be how much? 80 out of 150. 150 marks paper, 80 weighted average marks the student need to score to pass the exam. Normally those students who score 70 to 80 and those students who score 80 to 83, 84, there is no difference between them. It's just a pass and fail. Somebody scoring 76, 77, 78. Somebody scoring 81, 82, 83. No difference. It's just a luck, sheer luck. Getting a marks between 75 to 85 we say as a luck. Now those who score between 75 to 85, you will find that in their marking guidelines it is mentioned. In some of the core areas A, B, C they are good. In some of the areas they are bad. below average, average, like that they mention. They are saying that your total marks in the paper is 80 out of 150. In the paper, they are testing core area A, B, C, D, E, all core areas. In some of the question, they are testing A, some B, some C, some D, and all that. Suppose they have asked in first question core area A. First part core area A, 1A, that is 60%. In third question, that is B, they asked again 60% core area A. Now the two questions are there relating to core area A. The student has written badly both the answers, even below average. Average, below average, or I will say that bad, we generally say that 1/3 very bad. 1/3 to 2/3 average. And beyond 2/3 it is super. So if the student is scoring in any of the area bad, they will not get 80 marks. They will not get 80 marks. If the student is at least getting below average but above than bad, in some of the areas better than average, they pass. Normally, the institute is not saying or communicating whether you have done bad in 1A or 3D, they are not saying. I said na, कि the variance is not in your hand. When you are in the exam hall, variance will automatically open. You can't change it. Sorry. The variants are not your choice. Suppose this is a variant. When I am in the exam hall, my name is written. The next page will be variant A or B or 3 or 4. God knows. It's a luck. But we should not focus on which variant, because easy variant, more marks, difficult variant, less marks, average variant, average marks, like that. They are fixed. That difficult, easy decided by the team of examiner. And they are not communicating to you or me, anybody, that which variant in the previous exams was difficult, which variant was easy. They are never communicating. So it is not on the student that which variant they will be getting. Any variant they can get. The pass marks is 80 out of 150. Normally those students who score between 75 to 85, they all are same. It's just bad luck those who failed. It's just good luck those who passed. But I mean to say that 75 to 85 we are getting because of two reasons. One is that there are so many questions. In one of the question you have totally written wrong thing, which is not related with the requirement. You have written well enough. You have written huge amount of write-up, but number is laddu, because that is not related with the question. Or maybe in write-ups, your write-ups is not proper length. You are writing very short answer. Short answer is giving you marks, but not giving you that much marks so that you can pass the exam. So we need to work on both the areas. Always try to focus what is asked in the question. If what is asked in the question you are writing that, you are 90% chance that you will pass, because you are writing exactly what is asked. And second, try to cover up adequate amount of resources, write up, so that you can pass the exam. If you don't write properly, adequate, then you will not pass. You will say that how I will come to know? Core area A, B, C, D, E. Then you can say that there is a general test. Then there is at least 4 to 5 mock test. In every core area A, B, C, D, E, 5 to 6 mock test. I will be testing around, I will say A, B, C, D, E, around 15 questions. Core, 4 to 5 mock questions, around 15, 30. In every question there are 2-3 parts, A, B, C. So around 60 to 75 different areas we will discuss. 60 to 75. If you open your E3, P3, F3 material, you add the topics, they are within 60 to 75 only. So indirectly we are going to cover every topic from E3, P3, F3 with the help of this pre-seen material, with the help of bringing the practicality and all that. So if the student focus, if the student go on writing the answers continuously in the class, give the mock test, write the mock answers, give the answers for A, B, C, D, E, whatever you will get in exam, that will not be exactly same, obviously different, but then you will be able to easily manage. Because otherwise, why the student pass rate will be 75%? Why most of the student will be passing the exam? Don't go on the social media, somebody saying this question came, this, that. It is just going to waste your time. बिकॉज यू आर जस्ट ऑन द टाइम ऑफ एग्जाम थिंकिंग ये वाला उसमें आया था, आपको वेरिएंट ही नहीं आया. और अगर वो वेरिएंट आ भी गया, जब क्लासेस में आपने पढ़ा है, यू हैव स्टडीड, व्हाई नॉट यू आर सबमिटिंग द आंसर्स फॉर दैट वेरिएंट. पहले तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू ऑल अंडरस्टैंड, ये इतना सारा राइट अप, इफ समबडी इज गिविंग एग्जाम कैन नॉट रिमेंबर, यहां राइट अप, फिर इधर ये, फिर इधर राइट अप, रेफरेंस में. आफ्टर गिविंग एग्जाम यू कांट रिमेंबर, यू कैन जस्ट रिमेंबर द क्वेश्चन केम ऑन वैल्यूएशन, द क्वेश्चन केम ऑन कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस, द क्वेश्चन केम ऑन रिस्क, maybe slightly the scenario remember, you can help something but not much, because first of all the other student or friend, you are saying that you got this variant, you are communicating him or her that this variant came. वो एग्जाम जाते टाइम पे केवल आपकी बात ही सोचेगा, वो दूसरे के लिए तैयार ही नहीं है. And when he or she will get another variant, he will be clean bowled, because आप तैयार नहीं हो. So don't focus on social media, WhatsApp or anywhere what variant came. ये सब पूरा wastage of time है, because every question you need to think practically and you need to write the answers. So when you will be energetic in the class, always writing the answers, then only the chances of passing the exams, otherwise no chance. Many students continuously waste their time, my time. सर ये वाला एक वेरिएंट में आया था, अरे मेरे भाई आंसर लिख के देना यार, आया था तो जब पूरी क्लास में पढ़ लिए और अभी ये एग्जाम में नहीं आ रहा है, मैंने एग्जाम में कल परसों है, आप लिखो ना आंसर, आप बताओ कि मैंने ये लिखा है सही है कि नहीं है, बिकॉज एग्जाम में दूसरा वेरिएंट आएगा, आप क्या करोगे, व्हाट यू विल डू इफ द डिफरेंट, बिकॉज व्हेन वी थिंक दैट दिस वेरिएंट केम, वी गो ऑन फोकसिंग ओनली दैट वेरिएंट, वी आर नॉट एट ऑल रेडी फॉर द एग्जाम. आई हैव सीन मेनी स्टूडेंट्स just focusing on variant, they score less. And those students who are open-ended, they are preparing well, they are ready for any variant, they are scoring very well. So इसीलिए I am sharing with my experience. If you just focus on variant, ये कोई फायदा नहीं, कोई issue नहीं है, कोई advantage नहीं है, no advantage at all. Focus on understanding the concepts, do the study, write the answers, submit the answers in time, ask your questions in the class, involve in the discussions in the class, do the live classes, everything will be fine. Because when I am saying the institute result is around 50%, that means ऐसे भी 100 में से 50 तो पास हो ही रहे हैं. And in our case, it is 90% greater than 70%. Strategic case study, not management. Management case study result is bad. Strategic case study result is always good. More than 90%, 70% student always pass, always. So for that reason यहां पर गड़बड़ होना नहीं है. But आप अगर नहीं सुनते हो, नहीं पढ़ते हो, you are not studying, you are not submitting the answers, you will say at the end, sir, I am submitting all the answers, cannot be checked. If I will not check, if I will not evaluate, if I will not analyze you, how I will give you marks, how I will help you, how you will be able to help yourself. आपको ये बात ध्यान रखनी होगी. There is nothing possible other than this for success. Then last thing, E3, P3, F3. My advice, don't read any Kaplan book or anything. कुछ नहीं चाहिए. केवल आप do only videos which is given to you. Along with the video, if you want to solve one or two questions from the video which is solved in the class, or whatever you have studied in the video, आपको एक पेज लिखना है, that's more than enough. आप उसके लिए E3, P3, F3 पढ़ने मत जाइए, कोई काम नहीं. आप बोलेंगे सर इससे नॉलेज कैसे होगा? You understand there is no limit for the knowledge, because E3, P3, F3 is very technical, and in practical life we don't need to actually follow whatever written in the books. We need to have technical perfection, but then practical life is not related with technicality. So for that reason, आपका practical life भी उससे बहुत ज़्यादा affect नहीं होना है. Suppose I taught F3, Mubasir was there. I said that only 5% will be relevant in the case study exam. अब मुबासिर को future option swaps, derivative valuations, ये सब कोई काम नहीं है. इन द प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ आप कौन सा काम कर रहे हैं, कौन से डिपार्टमेंट में है, दैट इज रेलेवेंट. ये सब ऐसे कैसे काम आएगा? आई मीन टू से दैट फॉर केस स्टडी एग्जाम E3, P3, F3 रीडिंग करने का कोई काम नहीं है. कंप्लीट द वीडियोस, सॉल्व द असाइनमेंट्स, कवर कोर एरिया ABCDE विद द क्लास, do the videos relating to that, submit the assignments, do the mock test, work on your weak areas, everything will be fine. कोई problem नहीं आने वाली है. Or if you are thinking I will not give exam in May, you are thinking in wrong direction, totally wrong. Because why you cannot study 2 hours in a day? Maybe you are the busiest person, Mr. Modi. Then also you need to bring 2 hours from your busy schedule, study properly and give the exam, pass the exam, get the ACMA, CGMA, get the growth in life. Why you will be wasting your time? क्यों? Time तो कम नहीं है. ये तो नहीं बोल रहा हूं कि you need to study 10 hours in a day to pass in May exam. तो question ये arise नहीं होता है. Now you will go on asking, calling me separately, sir, I am not. Time waste कर रहे हैं आप. अपना मेरा दोनों का. No use of this. आपको नहीं पढ़ना है, मत पढ़ो, लेकिन टाइम क्यों वेस्ट करते हो यार? जिंदगी ऐसी चलती रहेगी. प्रॉब्लम्स विल बी देयर इन लाइफ? नेवर, बिकॉज इट्स लाइफ. You, me, everybody will have problems in life, not related with financial matter, non-financial, this, that, everything will come. We need to be ready that I need to give my 100% to get the reward. If I will give my 100%, definitely this exam I can pass. Is anything left? Acha, last thing. Recordings of all the classes you will get on Monday. Saturday class you will get on Monday. Reason being that today we will finish at 8 o'clock, 8:30, whatever. Already the staff is 4 o'clock, they will leave the office. So who will make recordings ready for you? So tomorrow you will not get recordings. Monday morning, well, they will join the office at 10, 10:30. By 12, 1 o'clock, they will give you recordings. Recordings can be seen in our software. The first class I will upload on YouTube, but after that you will be able to see the recordings on the software. There will be a separate folder. Whatever folders you have, there will be a separate folder. CIMA, SCS, May, August 2022. Under that, all the classes will be uploaded one by one. If any technical issue, connect at 8444040 or 6 or one more number we have taken. 1 second. Just 1 second. Let me give that number also. That one more number is 98360 98360 98390 98390. Mail at classes@saraf.academy. But during office hours only. After 4 o'clock, they will leave office today. They are not going to pick up my call also. So if you are raising a query at these numbers, these are all mobile number, but all are kept in the office. So if office hour is over, your call is ringing, your message is there, but nobody checking your message and all that. When they will join the office on Monday morning, they will be helping you. It is better that don't call just that mail. I will try my level best to resolve your issue even beyond office hour also. But आप मेरे को call नहीं करो because मेरे को मालूम नहीं है उनको help करने का है. So you need to connect with them. For study related query, you will connect with me 98301 76993. This is my number. If you want to use because many students from outside India code is +91. You can connect with me for your study related query. For technical issue, they will help. And whenever we are sending the mail, then we are sending from the entire list. All the students who are there in the case study, we are sending to everybody. There is no partiality. The Google Drive link shared with everybody. So if you regularly correlate the mails, make a proper structure that you will make a folder in your desktop or laptop, whatever, CIMA case study, strategic case study, download all the materials from the Google Drive, refer them, always correlate with the mails, messages, then the problem will not be there. You don't have to ask again and again. If any technical issue come, they will help. The last thing, if we want to create a WhatsApp group, because generally the student create, you don't have to involve me because I am connected with all of you separately. Any one student need to take responsibility that I am going to create WhatsApp group. What is that? That student will put his number here. I will write the number here. Other student can message him in WhatsApp that we want to be in the WhatsApp group, and you all can be in the WhatsApp group, study together. That can be possible. I always do that in the first class only so that one person need to take the responsibility. So now others will not message, just Saraf, okay? Saraf number is +91 72785 72785 16940. So you all who want to be in the WhatsApp group of strategic case study, you WhatsApp Saraf with your name that we are in the Saraf Academy, Prakash Saraf batches. You add me in the WhatsApp group. So all the students, those who are taking the classes, they can study together. If you have any doubt with me, you can directly message me. I am always there on phone only, with mail, WhatsApp only. But just that so many groups I will not be able to handle. So requesting that you all take responsibility, study together, and wherever my help is required, I am always available. Now before proceeding, anybody has any specific doubt? So that we can proceed further. Acha, 1 second. The case study exam is an attempt to stimulate workplace problems, allows examiner to move one step closer. The case study is assessed by way of 3-hour computer-based exam. FLP student need to complete the assignments. Otherwise, they are straight away eligible. Pre-seen material is issued in advance 50 days. There will be several requirement triggers and tasks. Tips: read the pre-seen carefully. Come into the exam understanding the industry. Manage time and make sure they do not run out of time. Answer what is asked in the question. Answer which are not applied to the case. A good level of knowledge of 3 strategic level syllabus is advisable, which will be possible through those 50-60 hours video. Candidate must be able to apply their knowledge to a variety of situations, and so they have depth in knowledge of the subject matter. The core activities are there. Those core activities are A, B, C, D, E, which are related with E3, P3, F3. A student will be asked questions based on core activity A, B, C, D, E. Relating to core activities, the videos and all that are given, and we will be correlating core activity A, B, C, D, E in coming 2 classes. Not today class, but in coming 2 classes, we will be covering all the core activity A, B, C, D, E one by one. You don't have to take tension. So before starting with the pre-seen material, any specific doubt, anything to ask, anybody, so that once for all we complete the discussion and then we can start our study.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. This is Ajay Kumar.
Yes, boliye bhai.
In case suppose I am going to appear in exam in a classroom like the center, can I bring the printout of the case study?
No. You can't. When you will be in the exam hall or you will be giving exam in home, suppose I am giving exam in home, other than computer or a laptop and keyboard, nothing should be there on the desk. And during 3 hours, you can't get up. Nobody can come in your room. In the exam hall, whatever your belongings are there, they will keep outside the place where you will be giving exam. And at the time of exam, nothing, no printout, nothing will be allowed. You need to everything do on screen only. Okay, then?
Sir, this is Praveen.
Yes.
Just had a doubt because last time when we were discussing, you said this time pre-seen material would be same as what we had for November, which was that Pixel List, which was the web gaming company.
I said November. I just now said that the pre-seen material is same.
Not now. I said previously when we discussed.
No, previously also I must, maybe it's by mistake if I said that's other thing. But otherwise the
Now it will be whatever has been released yesterday, right? That is the one we
that is for May and August. This material is relevant for May and August. I have written that also.
Okay.
May and August. May, August pre-seen material is one, and then November and February material is one. I have written. May, August 1 pre-seen,
Right.
and November, February 1 pre-seen. Since 2020, they are following this rule. Before 2024, term 4 pre-seen. But then they found that it is very difficult to prepare pre-seen for every term separately. Then from 2020 onwards, they have made that for 2 terms, there will be 1 pre-seen.
Sure, sir.
Then anybody has any query? Amit ji, Amit Kumar, कुछ पूछना है?
नहीं सर, ठीक है।
सब ठीक है तो? कोई प्रॉब्लम? Yes. So now can we start the pre-scene? अब चालू करते हैं, बिकॉज अभी तक तो हम लोग जनरल डिस्कशन ही कर रहे थे, बट ये बहुत जरूरी है कि every time we will go on asking the same thing again and again, this, that. So it is better to complete once for all. Now this will be uploaded on YouTube. So whenever any student will communicate, I will say, see this video. If the student will see this video, how he will have any question? I don't understand. कि केस स्टडी एग्जाम क्या है क्या नहीं है? How